So small.
Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
I need work.
Good night, folks.
Nailed it.
You are listening to your favorite podcast, Shardouts, Uncut, with your host, Bobby Skullface.
That's a solid unit, Mac.
Oscar and Jake. I call it a rock Fred. Robert D.
So happy to be here.
The engineer, T2RX6.
The fit and finish.
Everyone's favorite internet troll, Greg for Mercy.
Only troll for good.
Meth Deluxe Baldwin.
Hell Hasbro.
And the most popular tattoo transformer band ever, Decepticon.
Hey, ladies.
No, it's just awful.
Who's running that company?
I don't scale like that.
Upload complete, fuckers. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
Shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's going on, guys? This is T2RX6 back with the usual Shattercast Uncut crew. Intros, we'll do intros. To my not left, because nobody's actually sitting next to me, is the one and only Matt Baldwin.
I wish I was sitting next to you, but anyways. Hey there, everybody. How y'all doing?
Only a couple weeks, and then that can be a reality. So
True that, homie.
yeah. Coming up next, the Interrupticus himself, Robert T.
Shout out to JC and low hanging titties.
Alrighty. Next up, of course, is the one and only Greg for Mercy.
Hey, everybody. How's it going?
See?
Oh, wait.
We're good, thank you.
I just got flagged. Never mind.
Yeah, we're off YouTube now. And last but not least, maybe to some people, I don't trust guys who wear masks. One and only Bobby Skullface.
I'm also known as Michael Trapson's biggest fan.
Skullface.
Skullface.
Yep, so there's that.
It's gonna be one of those nuts.
Yeah, it is. So I guess we'll go on to.
Hold on. Justin, how the fuck are you doing?
How you doing, fuckery?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm busy at work. Real behind for this bye week, so that kind of sucks. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll pull some magic tomorrow, and everything will be fine. So.
Are you talking about a bye week? Are you a college football coach?
Yeah, pretty much. So.
Oh, nice.
Anyway, so in the same order that we were discussing, people, Matt, what'd you get this week?
Well, I got to check out DX9 Power Glide.
Here we
And
go.
it was fucking awesome. I love it. I can't wait to get it. And Bobby B touched it, so I licked it a couple times. You know. So, but other than that, I did not get anything. I was supposed to get a new shirt in today, but I didn't get it today. So, oh well.
I see.
Shirt.
New Starscream. I got a new Starscream shirt.
Oh, I thought you just meant like a shirt.
Oh,
It's a 3-pack of Hanes.
yeah. $14.99.
You see, J.C. Penney was having a sale.
It was. They're going out
Yeah,
business. Yeah, that's it. I didn't get anything.
Alrighty. Gregors, Robert, what'd you get this week? That's the order we want.
I got the DX9 Power Glide as well. That came in from Wong Netklo. And he, honestly, that figure, it could have come in Takara packaging. And it is that good. It really does feel like a masterpiece. That's it. And my kids are knocking on the door. So let me put this on mute and move it along.
All right, great. We look forward to not hearing from you when we call on you later. Greg, what did you get this week?
I accidentally, inadvertently got X-Transbots, or excuse me, oh my god, Bad Cube HOF V2. I forgot to cancel my pre-order, and I really didn't have the money for it at the time, and I got an invoice and I had to pay it. So, and I love him. I love him so much. I'm holding him right now and staring into his beautiful blue eyes.
Bobby, I know you had a chance to look at that. The mirrors that swivel around, are they on ball joints? Like, I couldn't really tell from the video.
On the HOF?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're on ball joints.
Yeah, because
like
that scares me to see something so small moving around like that. But yeah, so.
I like how I'm holding him in my hands right now, looking at him.
That's true.
And then you're like, "Hey, Bobby."
No, he said, "Fuck you, man."
I'm sorry.
You looked at this thing a week ago.
My point of reference was watching Bobby's video today, where those mirrors look super scary. So my apologies.
For what it's worth, Echo.
Robert's back with the Echo.
For what it's worth, they don't feel, at least on mine, they don't feel fragile in the slightest. I mean, obviously they're little, but like, I mean, I'm moving it around with reckless abandon, and it doesn't feel like it's going to break. It's a nice thick ball joint, and yeah.
Very good.
Like a nice thick ball.
Yeah, nothing on this toy feels cheap. Like the last one, the original one was like my first big third-party disappointment. Like the arms felt like styrene, and like the little things that held them on the back felt like foam. But like nothing on this thing feels cheap.
Yeah.
You think BADQ went through some new designers or anything, or a new factory or something, or?
Well, I think this was their redemption song, as far as like the Huffer goes. I mean, I'm pretty sure they.
This was a different factory from their first one, but it's the same factory they've been using for a while now.
Oh, thank you, Bob.
And well, since we're correcting and answering each other's questions, Bobby, the chest is not die cast. By the way, it's just cold.
Man, you sound like you got that. You had it just pinned out.
Cocked and loaded.
I was just offering information. But you were
off to the boards.
Do you consider yourself to be a defensive person, Gregory?
How is that defensive?
Like you're defensive right now a little bit.
That was a defensive remark.
Oh, I was actually playing off the situation to make a joke in a relevant manner, but you know,
still a little bit defensive.
Still what?
Still even more defensive just now.
It's like telling someone to calm down.
It's like each comment gets more and more defensive.
Well, it's in Greg's defense. Once you tell someone to calm down, or why are you being defensive, and if they say, "What do you mean? I'm not being defensive," boom, they're being defensive.
Yeah, I wasn't correcting Greg. I was just adding additional information. That's
Stop
all.
being so offensive, Bobby.
I was
now you may have a fair point with that.
I was just trying to go for a triple R there, but I mean,
he corrected your ass. That's what he did.
Take it as you will.
That's what he did.
You need to make a new video, Bobby.
Take it to the limit.
Because I was gonna segue into that. Being said, this thing's got a decent amount of heft for the only diecast being the feet.
Huffed. You mean huffed?
Like it feels like there's more in there, but that's all I can find.
Bobby liked that toy.
I did. I think I surprisingly liked it.
Like, you know what's funny?
More than I thought I was going to.
What's funny is because I have the original Huff, it's like that Bobby B situation where it's not worth the jump.
Yep.
But I feel like if I had the X Transbots, I'd be switching out. You know.
Well, I've got the Huff, and I want to switch out. So.
Yeah, but you're crazy.
Well, that was just so much better. Undoubtedly is better. Anyway, Bobby, not trustworthy face.
Liecast about the diecast.
I wasn't lying about the diecast. I didn't know, Robert. I said it clearly.
Hey.
You know what you were doing.
One could argue that all that quote-unquote fake news didn't know either, but you know, doesn't.
What I want to know is, Bobby, are you gonna go get a new? What the fuck? I can't. SR-71. SR-71. What the fuck his name is from Rogue One?
Huh?
The fuck K2SO. Are you gonna get a new one?
Oh, I'm hitting them up tomorrow. Because somebody wrote in the comments, they were like, "That's not how it should be. Like they have one, and it's not like that." So I'm hitting them up tomorrow.
The lights.
Like, yeah, the lights, man.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah, it's and the batteries are dead. Like they lasted for like 5 days, but then they died.
What about the ankles? Is that normal?
Yeah, I think that's probably normal.
Wait, what's wrong with your K2S74?
The eyes light up, right? Like it's a feature inside. Like you open up the head and it's a switch.
Mm-hmm.
But what seems like an on-off switch on mine is an on/dimmer switch.
On/on-more switch.
Yeah. So like there was no way to turn it off unless you took the batteries out. And I was just like, this seems like a stupid choice. And then somebody hit me up and was like, nah, man, yours is fucked up.
You know what's weird to me? You know, I think, how come you use batteries in your Hot Toys, but not your Transformers?
Ooh, good question.
So, that particular toy, I don't use my batteries in all my Hot Toys, but that particular toy, I was going to slam it for having dead eyes, but I couldn't slam it if the fucking eyes look like as good as they do once they're lit up.
But didn't I notice you had some lit lightsabers going on?
Those I bought secondhand. They already had the batteries in them. I just didn't take
Boom.
So if the battery's already in them, you'll use them.
Why keep reaching, Robert? Goddamn, just let it go.
It's not written in stone anywhere. It's not like I have 10 commandments and one of them is thou shalt not have batteries. It's just usually I don't put them in.
Let the man do whatever he wants with his toys.
Hey,
yeah, go ahead.
Bobby, defensive face. So
I feel like you can't let this shit go. Like it's just eat that. So wow. No, I'm joking along with it. I get it. I'm just my thing is that like a lot of times with Transformers when you have electronics, it's just like it makes a pew pew sound. So like for me that's not really worth the cost of admission. But
you're fucked up for that.
I had a valid question. I was just using it to interject another friendly joking along.
Go ahead.
What lightsabers were lit up?
The Luke and the Obi-Wan.
The Hot Toys.
Yes.
Okay, I didn't watch the video. I didn't know because he said I saw those going on. I was thinking maybe they're in the background, and I was thinking maybe, just maybe, you grab some of those 6-inch scale light up lightsabers off of
No, I would like to give those a try. Do you know anybody that has them?
I don't. That's why I was going to ask you.
Yeah. I have the only things I think my battery, like my distaste and distrust in batteries comes from I left all my batteries in my Force FX labors and they're FX sabers and they're all fucking they're all fucked up.
In your what?
Yeah, the only thing is the watch batteries don't tend to do that from what I've seen. The like AA, AAA, like those will destroy the electronics, but I've never actually had a watch battery do that explosion. I don't.
Oh, okay.
That's not to say that's not possible. I mean,
Right.
I certainly would err on the side of caution, but I've just never seen it.
Is it a different type of battery?
If you put a watch battery in a hearing aid, isn't it then a hearing battery?
Anyway, so is it a
Hold
different
his
kind of
ass off,
battery?
man.
Like, I don't know, because I mean, it's like alkaline and lithium and all that.
Yeah,
Like,
I
are
don't
those
know
different?
either.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I'm not
Because-
educated enough on it.
Yeah, I haven't heard about modern toys that use the little batteries having that issue either. But I know a lot of old toys people are like, "Oh, I found my toys." They open them up and it's full of fucking white corrosion.
Yeah.
Indicative of this country, I tell you.
Spoken like a nationalist.
Hey, what
Well,
Bobby
actually,
get? What
it
Bobby
would-
get?
Be the other way around if I was
I
calling.
know.
it
I
white
know.
person.
I know.
Look, Robbie, Antifa face. Just calm down.
Anti-face. Bobby, anti-face.
I got. Let's see. I got.
Check that list of videos.
Yeah. I got the Hot Toys K2SO. I got the. Did I say the Figuarts Qui-Gon last week? I think I did. I got the fucking Bad Cube Huff. I got the Hot Toys Luke, Old Man Luke, and shout out to Thomas. I got the Human Torch Marvel Legend, and I got shout out to Gary. I got the Black Series Land Speeder. And I got the opportunity to take a look at the Bad Cube pipes.
Oh.
Are you going to be getting that one?
No, I'm going to be sending that one back.
Is it just the backpack?
It's the backpack. It's not bad. It's really not. And like the backpack is huge and fucking unsightly. Yeah. But like, I don't like. I had that visceral reaction when I put the Huff next to Crank. I was like, God damn, this thing is fucking way better.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did it with Stax, I was like, I kind of still like Stax.
Mm-hmm.
So does the dog.
So does the dog.
Yeah, see, my Stax was worse in like quality than my Crank was. Yeah, so I don't know.
And my Stax isn't perfect either. But as long as he stands, I'm fine. Like he's got that one floppy ass arm. He's always had that. And then of course the hip issue, but like it's fine for me for that character. It's especially fine.
Is the ball joint floppy or is it that screw joint they made out of bread ties. That's giving you the issue.
For the arm.
Yeah.
It's the I think it's the bicep swivel.
Oh, that's new. I know they made those. They put the shoulders on like fucking screw hinge things, and then they made the plastic like literally it was like a bread tie, like in thickness.
Yeah, I think it's the bicep swivel because I think when I shake him back and forth, like his arm will go from side to side, like like he's waving off a fart.
No, that.
I don't wave off farts. I wave them to you. That's what I do. I'm that guy.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me.
Oh no! If Bedell wasn't there, I would have been waving farts at you all night.
Mm-hmm.
Are you coming to Skullfest?
Yeah, I'll be there. Why wouldn't I be there?
I don't know. Adam ain't going.
Am I Adam?
No, thank God.
It's my secret identity. I'm actually Adam.
Yeah, speaking of which, Bobby, in your Crips video, that was a good video, by the way.
Thanks.
I noticed
that was 6 hours of editing, man.
I know. I noticed in the reflection, your cameraman, Adam, was really fucking tall and bald.
Yeah, that wasn't Adam. That was Mr. Pinkerton. Helped me out with that when I was in a pinch.
Adam 2, Electric Boogaloo.
No,
actually,
that was actually funny.
And Saturday, the Pinkertons and the Adams are coming over for a crab feast.
Oh shit, gang wars.
Are you gonna eat crabs?
Actually, Brink is gonna be there too. Yeah, Maryland crabs. I'm gonna pop Pinkerton and Brink's cherry on Maryland crabs, which is nice.
You're gonna eat crabs?
I eat a lot of crab, dude. I actually have medical issues because of how much crab I've eaten.
I know. I thought you've put that on the no-fly zone.
No. It's just I gotta treat that shit like alcohol. I gotta do it in moderation.
But you drink wine 3 times a day.
No, 3 times a week.
Are you smoking weed?
Yeah. No, I don't partake in illegal drugs, Robert.
I know, just illegal sex.
I thought he was empty. He had one more. That's it. I laughed.
That's it. Yeah, that sounded like you were hitting the just the filter. Your breath was on there. You're like.
Well, your questions. You had questions back to back. I wasn't expecting the next one so quickly.
You should always expect that.
I know I should. I made the same mistake. I think last week. I can't remember with who. I think it was with Robert again.
I just like asking you questions.
I'm down to answer.
Yeah, that makes my joke look bad. I had a joke in the fight too, but I think I'm just gonna fucking chamber that ship.
You said pipe.
Hey Justin, what'd you get?
Oh, Matt, thank you for asking. Okay. The only thing I actually got this week was the Fans Toys. Go ahead, Bobby. Do your way, Bobby. Fans Toys.
Fans Toys?
Yep, can't do it like you. I got the Aegeus, I believe that's what they're calling him, the Omega Supreme, and part A of it. So I've got I forget who pointed it out. My apologies for saying it, but someone made the joke of Lieutenant Dan. I was like, yep,
I was gonna say that too.
That totally makes sense to me. But it's awesome, and it does my favorite thing, which is courtesy of that Beast Wars Optimus, the painted but LEDs behind him eyes. I love that stuff. That's awesome. So really impressed with it. I can't wait for the other part B, and yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. And then courtesy of the one and only John Gibbons, he let me check out the Bold Forms Megatron, and that thing is not very awesome. And I'm gonna be doing a review of it this week, and I hope it's received well. I do not mean to put anyone down, but at the same time, it really needs things that need to be addressed, and for the designer to make his next project is all I think.
You hear that, Robert? He actually did the review when he got it, and he's gonna send it back.
Well, it was one figure. In all fairness to Justin, he got a box of shit. Bobby, when did you get that giant box of, what is it, G.I. Joe's or Mask? What was it? It's still by your review table? It was in your video.
What about it?
You got a box of shit from someone?
He's
the Batman the Animated Series. It's Tyler's. like he said he asked me if I want to take a look at it, and I was like, man, just the Batmobile because there's so much stuff. And then like he brought all of it for me to take a look at when he opened it, and when I looked inside, it was so cool seeing them all together. I was like, fuck, just leave him here. I'll do it.
When was that?
That was a while ago. But
what's a while ago?
It was for Nerd Rage 100, so I can tell you for sure it was about 6-7 weeks ago.
And have you reviewed it yet?
Not a one.
See?
Not a one.
It's just too much, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
but it wasn't fair to dump a contest.
No, because the deal was always that he was going to pick it back up at Skullfest. So, like, I know I have time. Like, and I never was going to review all of them. I got to look through them. That's what's holding me up. I got to take the time to look through them. I want to pick like the 3 best and the 3 worst, and then I want to do the Batmobile on its own.
So you got like 3 weeks?
Yeah, that's plenty of time.
TikTok, motherfucker.
Robert pretty much dropped me off a moving box full of toys and was like, "Here you go."
Yeah, couldn't give you the garbage bag full of Gundam, but luckily someone else took that.
TikTok, motherfucker.
I actually cleaned out my office, and I still have like 12 boxes of Gundam.
Asshole.
Anything good? Take some pictures. I could go for building one of them.
Yeah, sure, man. I've got really good stuff. The stuff I didn't give away. I got perfect grade, some really good MG stuff.
Nice.
Hell yeah, I got the Nightingale. You know the Nightingale?
Not offhand. I'm not familiar with that one. Which series is that from?
Hey, do you have some oranges?
What? Is that a type of bird? Neo Xeon Char Asnobli's use mobile suit. It has a giant peener, and it's huge. Shout out to Uncle Dolphin. If he listened to the show, he'd know which one I was talking about.
He listens.
No, he doesn't. Him and Adam go to the movies when this is on.
When this is on. Oh, that's funny to me.
Shattered Cast posted, "Let's go see the new Emoji movie." Yes, lads.
No, I don't think so.
Somebody gonna get that warranty thing. So I don't care what you say.
All right. So should we start this show?
This is fucking awkward.
Nah.
All right, let's do this. Going back to the document, Bumblebee movie, Empty Promises. So apparently at Hascon 2017, which was a thing, I'd be interested to know how people liked it. Here's some of the highlights of a panel involving the Bumblebee movie. It's going to be set in 1986, including all the weird hair and music and everything. So
mullets.
I guess that's all I can think about. I just want someone to be wearing some goddamn yellow shoes. How's that sound?
I want C Cavaricis with tight rolled.
I tight rolled my pants.
Do we think we're going like full 80s soundtrack on this one?
I hope so. Line's gonna be on it. Stan Bush is finally gonna get his comeback tour.
Probably salivating on that one.
I hope it's as good as that X-Men movie, the 80s X-Men movie.
Apocalypse?
Yeah.
Oh God, what a piece of shit.
Apocalypse.
I'm gonna keep throwing shit. I'm gonna keep throwing fucking metal beams at them, just to do it. Yeah, whatever.
The next thing it says, it'll be a very emotional movie, feeling similar to E.T. I find that hard to believe. Yep. So he's a producer of Steven Spielberg, who is also a producer of the Transformers franchises, which I've known, but I feel like it's just like, yeah, money. I like money. I don't really care.
Love that money.
Bumblebee will have a special bond with Haley Steinfeld's character.
Oh.
Okay.
Gross.
Yeah.
Oh, it's that Kiss Players spinoff.
Mm-hmm. Got some Powerglide stuff going on.
Top of his head.
Got a heart for you. A heart on. Travis Knight.
Yeah, Travis Knight will be directing it, and it'll be on a different direction than the Michael Bay movies.
No.
Which makes me question, why do we set it in the same universe? Like, I don't know, because the models are already made. That's why. The movie will be kept simpler and feel a lot more like the first Transformers live-action movie.
Yes.
I guess that's a good thing where live-action movies are concerned, at least. And in the future, they believe they could, no promises, do more movies for other characters set in different time periods. So, undoubtedly, This will be when you see Drift hanging out with all the samurais and stuff like that, right? Like, he'll turn into one of those carts that people carried the royalty in.
Read the last sentence and the last word. The last two. The last three words are so cool.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, I want to see Hound crossing the Delaware with Washington. And I want that shit to come out on the 4th of July. I don't care what day it is.
America.
With a wig on.
That would be pretty.
I want Will Smith, Bruce Willis, and Arnold Schwarzenegger to be in that movie too.
And Stallone.
Just make it Just rewrite whatever the next
thing.
Expendables is to be the Hound movie. Yeah, set in colonial times.
Sounds like Guardians 3 with that cast.
Yeah. So
Shut your whore mouth, Robert.
The last line of this thing says, the team also joked about several possibilities for Transformers 6. I don't think they're necessarily jokes. Some of the jokes included making a time travel movie and Transformers as babies.
Oh my god.
If they make Transformers as babies, all I can ask for is that there's someone with like the green and white leggings that comes along and gives them like moral of the story after every episode or whatever.
Equality.
Transform the diaper into a sack of shit.
What if they do it like Rugrats?
Muppet Babies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I know, but yeah, I was telling it different.
I don't know where the Dino Babies came from.
Dino Pussies.
Shut up, bird. Who's looking forward to this? I am.
I'm gonna love it. Yeah. I'm gonna high five myself. I'm gonna wear a tidy whitey tank top and high five myself in the front row.
So it's gonna be another Wednesday.
I love tidbits.
I
so
know
Matt,
you do.
what's your most exciting thing about this piece of news, Matt?
Tidbits.
All right.
I mean, is he gonna get? Is Bumblebee gonna get drunk like ET and fall over in the kitchen?
I hope so.
I don't know. I mean, there's not really a great selling point.
I
so
hope
far.
someone finds Bumblebee in the middle of the woods. I
Exactly.
just want this to be just like E.T. Bumblebee edition.
Is he gonna eat Reese's Pieces?
Yeah, but instead of like the iconic scene of the flying across the moon, instead it's just like he transforms and drives down the highway.
Or, in keeping with the trend of the Transformers movies, they would see it as very emotional if he died at the end of it in the 1980s. He's dead and destroyed. And then just pops up in the first movie.
I'm back. Thought he died. What happened to Galvatron?
Or he could pop up like right before the movie and be like, "I'm a gold bug." I'm like, "No, fuck, you're not. Get your ass back in that fucking freeway." And you go back and scan another Camaro.
Yeah. We gotta sell those Chevys.
All right. Well, moving on to some Transformers news.
Man, who deleted my link?
I did.
What did it say? Was it something stupid?
So
it's just Robert trying to sabotage the fucking show again.
Yeah, I'm not dumb enough to fall for it, Robert. I'm sorry. We have a Kickstarter called the Ocular Echo Unofficial Transformers G1 Photo Archive, which is a Kickstarter here. I don't know if anybody else really looked at it. I took a quick look at it.
I did.
The pictures. Does anybody know who took the pictures on this one?
Yeah, Bryce Rutledge.
Okay,
goes by Burr Icy.
That's what I thought so. That's what it ended up looking like to me.
That's the only reason I put it in here, because he's always around. He's been around for a while, and he's been doing pictures and stuff.
Great pictures.
Yeah, and this is one of him and a couple other guys' projects, so that's why I threw it in here.
Yeah.
Bobby, did you do the art?
No.
Why not, Bobby?
Yeah, why not?
This is cool.
It is cool. The volume 2 is probably the one that I'm more interested in, because like volume 1 is really, I mean, we've got like 700 books about.
Right.
But the Japanese and European ones, are probably where it's more interesting. But the only thing about it is I feel like the prices are pretty high on the backing of this.
Like $120.
To get volume 2, I mean $50. I don't know. I guess for like a hardcover book, it's not bad, but like I kind of would prefer it to not be a hardcover book. I don't know.
Bobby, how much is your art book run? What are the costs on that?
$49.95.
My art book costs $80. Yeah, and it costs a lot for me to have them made.
Yeah, so
TBM.
Putting that in perspective, I mean,
like I'm sure that there
is an echo coming from Robert's computer.
Yeah, I'm sure that their profits are.
He left. He said, "Fuck it."
I would like for instance,
Hey.
God damn, it's fucking frustrating, isn't it?
Let's see. How do we hang up on Robert?
It's when I mute and then I unmute.
I don't think you muted.
Yeah, I think you end up. I think you just end up putting the.
No, I muted. And I came back.
Right next to your headphone.
We heard you walking back. We heard you.
Yeah, we heard you say something.
So unless you unmuted with the fucking force.
I was talking. You couldn't have heard me. Did you hear me speaking?
Yeah, we heard you talking.
Oh, okay. You're all liars.
No, look, I make a profit on my book. That's for sure. Like
that's good. You should.
Absolutely. Like I wouldn't sell it really if I wasn't. But I mean, I'm sure that they're making a good. I'm sure they're making a good chunk of change. So the question is, how many are they going to sell? I don't know. I don't know.
Well, they need $50,000. Is what they're starting. This is a Kickstarter. They need $50,000.
Yeah, I would imagine. That that's not raking anybody over the coals. That's just putting in the work and.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, it is a big book, and I mean, some of the other books that I've seen come past Kickstarter have been more expensive, or well, for the amount of pages, more expensive than these. I mean, that's for sure. I do wish there was a like I said, non-hardback edition to cut it down a bit.
But
Cliff Notes.
But do you?
Yeah, I kind of do. Well, I don't.
No,
see, I like those.
No,
I like those
really.
other books. I have like the reason I don't need the volume 1. Like I like that like floppy whatever book from I can't remember. His name.
Floppy Peener.
Oh, the one you
TF Source.
The one you got for 50 points from TF Source.
No, not that one. That one was the one that you can.
The other floppy one.
Yeah, I don't remember what it's called.
Peener.
Mark Balomo or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know. I like books like this that have like because they're like it's like a twofer. Like they're good quality, good to look through. High quality pages, the hardcover, all that stuff, and then at the same time, when you're not looking at it and it's on the shelf, it looks
good on
great.
the shelf.
Yeah. It's like you get the display aspect of it. Go ahead, Greg.
Don't forget it has a scuff resistant cover.
Oh,
or
really?
a scuff resistant. Yeah, it's
cool.
scuff resistant. Yeah.
I mean, and plus, they put in a lot of work and effort for this. So I mean, it turned out really good. But
so it's not made yet.
Nope.
So the smart move, if we've learned anything from the collecting and the production of toys, somebody should just bang out their own version before they put theirs out.
Oh, you know what they should do? They should cancel the Kickstarter and say it's canceled, and then
ooh, make toys.
Watch the fucking profit. Watch the money roll in.
I would have bought it if you wouldn't have canceled or something.
Please save your prototype.
That's true. Huh. Anybody in on this? Anybody can contribute?
I think I'll definitely pick up the volume 2 just because it covers a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have books about.
Mm-hmm.
But I think volume 1 is a little to be determined right now.
TBD. I like that.
TBM.
I would like to get it, whether or not in terms of priorities, it's not up high on my list, but I would like to have this in my collection. I really would.
Well, Bobby, would you like to buy it, or would you like to take a look at it?
No, I want to buy it. Okay. I want to buy it, and then I want to take a look at it.
Word. I feel you, man.
It's funny how in your video you invited people to come poop in your bathroom. That was weird.
I invited them, or I said if you're here.
Wow, you want to talk about a squirrel moment? Just
You were like, if you're here, and you want to take a nice poop, here, please, while you're pooping, put your hands on this.
Look at my dirty ass fucking tub.
While you're wiping your ass, please thumb through this magazine that I own.
I
Somebody wash my tub.
I didn't say any of those things like that.
Wash my tub!
Dirty ass motherfucker.
Dude, I would love for somebody to come in and wash my tub.
My God.
I can't believe you have a filthy tub.
Well, you live out in the country or some shit? What the fuck,
It's the Dios, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was gonna whoop that ass. You don't dial, clean that shit up.
Trust me, it's gotten.
You're gonna dial.
It has caused some passionate discussion.
Oh, nice. Nice. Are we gonna? Can I see some passionate discussion on the
toilet? You maybe scrub out the whole fucking bathroom, but you can leave that shit looking like the Unabomber lives here. Kids, don't flush. Fuck them.
That's awesome.
Hey, are you gonna have a passionate discussion when I'm there? Damn.
No, we play nights in front of. I mean, my wife and I get along 90% of the
Oh,
time.
I know that.
But we do. I mean, it gets hot and heavy at times.
It ruffles the feathers sometimes.
Yeah, that she came downstairs to check something, and she walked in there, and she was like,
"How dare her?
What the fuck is this?" And I was like, "It's the Dios," and she was like, "It's gonna stain," and I was like, "It's not gonna stain. It's acrylic." And I went in there and I like just scrubbed a little circle off.
She was like, "Keep scrubbing."
She was like, okay, fine.
And then he left it for a couple of weeks. He's like, "Oh shit, it's not scrub it off."
It's not moving. Oh, God.
I think I'm afraid to like really put forth the effort because I'm afraid I will find a part that doesn't come up.
This acrylic paint has somehow bonded to this acrylic tub.
Even Mama Richie can't fucking say this.
You know the best way to clean that stuff, though, Bobby? Fill the tub with water.
Mm-hmm.
Pour lighter fluid in the water.
Yep.
Light it on fire, and then just start over again with a whole new house.
Yeah.
That's good.
Lighter fluid can actually help a lot of paint come off.
Oh yeah, and it's a Gundam trick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, just say you saw spiders in the house and you gotta light it up, man.
You should just turn the tub into a dio at this point.
Oh, you could build Maz's castle in there.
Yeah.
Oh, what about the scene in episode 1 where they're underwater, and they're getting chased by the big fish?
Oh, the Gungan city.
Yeah. Big fish eaten by the big fish.
You could do the one with a sea spray when the.
I don't have any Gungans to put in. That's the problem. I need some Figuarts Gungans.
Gungan style?
Yeah, Gungan style.
Do the sea spray episode where it's got the fish people.
Dirty tub face.
Yeah, it is a dirty tub. That's a fact.
Hey, speaking of ball.
Yeah, speaking of ball. So, the Transformers has been listed as one of the finalists of the National Toy Hall of Fame.
What year?
This year, 2017.
What year the Transformers is nominated?
I think it's just Transformers in general. It's alongside other finalists such as Clue.
Stick.
Yeah, Stick. Magic 8 Ball, Matchbox Cars, My Little Pony, Paper Airplane.
Hold on. Let it happen, guys.
Pez Candy Dispenser, Play Food,
what the
Risk,
Sand?
What was that last one?
Sand.
Oh,
sand. You find in your sandbox.
Like the beach sand.
And Uno.
So basically, you just have to be an element. You can be non.
Element.
Just
and you can be
anything
nominated for this.
Just anything that someone would play with. Household decorations. They're a particular favorite of my kid. So
Dildos, fire, whatever you want to play with.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Dad's guns.
Lighter fluid.
Emotions.
So basically, you're saying Transformers has a chance to get into the Hall of Fame.
Out of Sand's got something to do about it.
that damn paper airplane.
Yeah. Yeah. So does anybody realistically think Transformers is winning this one? Besides Matt.
Oh my god! He said the first guy says fuck Sand. Sand gets in places not to go, and Sand can make a good tomato sandwich crunchy. Shout out to Dinoas or whatever.
Tomato sandwich.
I think they have a good chance. I'm surprised, like unless G.I. Joe and all them's already in there. You know, He-Man and Star Wars. I'm sure Star Wars is already in there. I don't know why Transformers is not in there yet, but
are they in there? I don't know if they are or not.
Oh, I don't know.
Do we know who has actually been inducted into the
I do
Toy
not.
Hall of Fame?
Ball.
I know Ball. I do remember Ball.
The 1976 Ball, though.
And that's kind of why I feel like, given Ball being in there, I think we've got a way to go before Transformers gets in there.
Yeah, Ball's been around for a while.
Yeah, Sand even longer. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, next year Dirt. We're good.
Stones.
Dirt bombs.
Next
Dirt
year's
bombs.
Mud. They're gonna do Mud. Dirt's already in there. Mud's got.
I used to love throwing dirt bombs. Oh my god.
Oh, so you've always been like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking. What's another? Grass. Just playing
grass
grass. You know what I mean?
The
Penis.
Football.
I mean, people have been playing with that for a long time too, Robert. That's a good point.
Exactly.
I'm doing it right now.
I think the thing is though, like, it's a little more creepy when it's kids playing with it.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, so let's move on. I'm not clicking that link, Robert.
That was actually me.
Oh.
Say it.
So in Hasbro news, because we have a whole bunch of third-party things happening this week, which by that I mean we have nothing going on this week for third-party. I expect it to probably be this way until TFCon. I mean, let's just be honest. It's only a couple weeks away, so
yeah,
I can't imagine we're going to be seeing too much stuff at this point.
Thank God.
So, the first thing for Hasbro news is the Evergreen Optimus Prime.
And it's gray.
Yeah. Why is it called Evergreen? Anybody know?
Final color.
It just said that the line's dubbed the Evergreen line, and it's probably what that other bullshit we saw, like the Grimlock and whatnot.
You know why it's Evergreen? Because it's a G1 style Prime, and they're like, hell yeah, this shit makes money. Evergreen. So.
Oh, I get it. Oh, good one, man.
Yeah.
And it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
It's a hybrid? Man, fuck. Look at.
It looks fine. It's just a Legends Prime, though, or like an upscaled Legends Prime by the looks of it.
Simplistic.
Yeah.
It's probably like that Cyber Battalion shit or whatever it is that people are like, good. We're going to get at Walgreens, guys.
Yay.
It's 50% plastic and 50% air.
They took their chairs.
And
How they still have
90%
stuff?
lack of care.
They still okay. Before this, they were still making figures in the Cyberverse line.
No, Cyber Battalion.
Yeah, basically what it was like super oversized Legends, almost. Like, they were very much lacking articulation. Like, I don't know if you remember back, like TF Prime did it. They had like the Legends Abominus or whatever, and then they made like basically their own oversized knockoff with extra joints and stuff like that.
They did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so and that was the like the birth of this Cyber Battalion thing.
And apparently they're Walgreens exclusives in America.
Sounds like a stillbirth.
Jeez.
What? What did he say? Damn, that hit Greg's little thingy.
Yeah, anytime we talk about fucking dead babies coming out of the womb, oh man. I just the shit that Robert just fucking says.
Well, now that we said dead babies on our podcast, so it's definitely getting flagged this time.
Reached an all new low.
Yeah. Takara
has... get lower.
I know, because we're moving on to Takara talking about their Legends clones, their G2 Megatron, and Windblade.
I like this. I'm gonna say it. I like it.
Interesting choice doing the
Hero
Megatron. the hero.
Hey, bro.
Megatron.
I like the purple. I love purple on the Transformer.
Hello, Megatron.
No, hero.
Is this Windblade a new mold?
Yes.
Yeah.
So one
Tyler.
that actually can stand because they decided to take the high heels off her, presumably.
Are there any new molds? Come on now.
Yes, this is a new mold. If they just told you that.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
And it comes with a Target Master from Power Core Combiners, whatever the fire truck guy, I think.
Oh, chop.
10-pointer?
Whatever, something. Yeah.
Oh, no.
His name's Peener.
No, it's not that one then. That's it. Oh, yeah. Chopster or whatever. No, this is, I remember the original figure was called Pinpointer, I think.
Mm-hmm. I like all these. I get all of them.
I think the clones look good. I mean, they're just too small for any collection. I wish that they were. I wish they were a lot a bit taller.
Do you wish they were a baller?
Absolutely. You know
Chuck
how it goes.
Why is one a Thundercat?
Hey-o!
You see his chest? He's got the fucking Thundercat symbol.
That's
the hell
true.
is that?
What
What is the symbol thing going on?
That's not the symbol for
Because
Thundercats.
it's a wolf. One transformed to a wolf and one transformed to a bird.
But eagle.
Yeah, the idea was if you couldn't tell which one had the wings on its back as a kid, you could do they had the heat rub sign on there,
dummy.
and it showed you which one they were. So because it was impossible to tell looking at
I'm
them.
just laughing at Matt saying, "Yeah, dummy." That shit is funny as fuck. Yeah.
And then he laughed at his own joke. He's like,
Stupid ass kids.
If he was gonna laugh at one, that was the one to laugh at.
that was a good one.
I like how this
Robert, you never laugh at your jokes. Shut the fuck up.
it's Megatron looks like fucking Keith put it out. He was on a roll with the last two. Fucking Guerrera and whatever the other one was. So he's like, yeah, fuck it. We'll do a Megatron.
Yeah. I actually I saw this from afar and thought it was a repaint of one of Keith's figures.
That's Megatron?
Yeah, it's hold on.
Hero. It's a G2 hero.
G2 hero, which is a rarer figure.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the
G2
combat
Prime is
hero.
too. Yeah, the Prime is pretty. I mean, I don't think it's rare as the Megatron, but it can fetch about $100 to get.
That winged wolf is scary.
Oh, that's Savage Noble.
I like that pink nose.
This bloody muzzle. Or as Matt would call it, a pink nose.
Now, the only thing this Megatron needs is a sticker
This
that says
dragon.
is a sticker that says Megatron rules.
With a Z.
Oh, you got repaint potential right here, green for G2.
I like to call it repaint inevitability when you know it's gonna happen.
Well, I can't say inevitability.
He porky pig.
I said that one.
He porky pigged.
He said, "I can't say, but inevitability." Oh, that was good, Matt.
How do you spell that?
Matt, you too.
How do they get away with
Double P SSI.
spell? Okay, look at the Megatron Target Master. I mean, how did they get away with that? I mean, he's just like holding the bot. He's just holding it. It's like just sitting there on his hand.
It's blasters, man. Look at his feet.
It's not. It's just like he's holding the robot sideways. It's just like, come on. That's trash. And
because third party never takes fucking side things.
Windblade is now a bird plane. Like
she's always been like that. An RID.
No. She looked like a bird.
Oh, he does look like a seagull.
She looks like a seagull. I see a seagull.
I don't understand the like yellow eye thing on the plane and then like the white beak. It's kind of I don't understand it.
It's Fruit Loops.
Throw French fries at it, and then dodge poop.
It's gonna be a laser beak. They don't have to repaint it.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll throw a snack pack at it.
Put a Soundwave head on it. Ignore the breasts.
Greg just called it. There you go.
All right, well,
how many are pre-ordering this? Come on, man.
I'm looking
What
at
about
the
dragon?
document.
What about the dragon?
That's the Target Master, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we already talked about it.
Well,
One is sticking out of his neck.
Well, I was looking at the document and I see Matt moved on, and if the Hasbro guy has moved on from the Hasbro news, I think it's time to move on.
I just,
No take backs.
I'm just saying, there's so much, I can, listen about, all the, all this
He's
shit
like, you
about.
know how many podcasts I've hoarded up on this week?
Oh man.
How many have I hoarded up, Robert?
Well,
How
if you
many have I hoarded up?
thought the last note was gonna get a lot of wait till you get to this one.
I'm
Yep.
only kidding, Matthew.
So the Takara new movie is the best. They've released a bunch of pictures of their things like Jazz and Bonecrusher and Megatron and Lockdown and Jetfarr and Optimus Prime and Hound and Bumblebee and Nemesis Prime. So
These are reissues, right?
Yep,
I
every
like
single
that.
one
I
of
like
them
that
is
picture.
slight like repaints of existing things. The Bonecrusher looks like terrible.
Man,
A nice
this
back
Jazz looks fat.
He is.
It's like
Fat shaming.
it's like the whole jazz culture, not just the music. And this one is just huge. It's like a Krispy Kreme jazz.
Jelly cream filled.
Justin, you own this already, don't you?
I have not.
I have
Well, I guess
six
I have this version, but not the movie colors. Somewhere along the way, they made a G1 like
As a Target.
paint deco. Yeah, so that's the one I have, and then I've never picked up another one. I think I got the Human Alliance at some point and then sold it to someone.
That's a good toy.
Shame on you.
I have like 6 of this mold, I think, probably. I think I
Shame
have a
on you
small
for
set.
buying it, and shame on you for not having all of them at the same time.
Why is it shame for me buying it, Robert?
Not you.
If I like it, if I like the collection, if I
No,
like it in
not
the
you.
collection.
Shame
Nah,
on
like most of the time, if you like it, you win. But if you like this, you still lose somehow.
You lose with them damn Tetra Jets. Fuck you.
This next one specifically, you lose.
Oh, I like this one. Bonecrusher?
Yeah.
That's
I
a back
I
scratcher.
think he looks ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does, of course. But at the same time, like, I don't know. I kind of like it, and it's like it's so ugly, it's cute kind of thing.
Yeah, so ugly, yeah.
His face looks like a
Get those
pop
pimples on
cyst.
your back.
It does. It does.
You been watching those videos, Bobby?
No, I can't. I don't have the stomach for that shit, man. I'm like,
Oh, that shit's awesome, man.
Really? Could you take me as like a pimple popper?
like watching.
No, like you like to pop pimples.
Like I like to. Like I
Yeah.
wake up and run to the mirror, and I'm like, do I have any? Do I have any?
Yeah. Like it's
Is
time
today
to,
the day?
No.
Is it on
It's
my nose?
Harvest Day.
Harvest Day.
Secretly, that's why Bobby really wears the mask. He
oils
oils it up and just wears it on his face all the time just to try
Covered
to
in
Hey,
mark the
they-
pores.
So
I just order a piece of pizza and just sit it on my face when I go to sleep.
Hey, Robert. The Bonecrusher's face, Bonecrusher's crotch looks like Jar Jar Binks. Ha.
I see it.
I just want to add, it sounded like
I see it now.
Robert was yelling Armistice Day.
What?
I was confused for a minute. I thought you said Armistice Day.
What
Is that a real day?
I like that Megatron. I don't care what it's, I like that movie Megatron. Grr, his teeth are showing. Grr.
Armistice Day?
Sounds like something.
It's
about
November. It's a French holiday.
I like that Lockdown too. I like the colors. I like the colors better on that one than the original one.
So what is this on Bonecrusher's windows? Is that paint?
Yeah, it's a Takara. It's Takara.
It's construction paper. It's construction paper with some glue stick.
It's a Sharpie. Give him a little, Sharpie.
Man, those middle wheels can't touch the ground.
This is a Legends figure, right?
No, there's a look.
Oh God,
This is an MP.
Oh, it's so terrible. Whoa.
It's really really bad, man.
He kind of has a crab face though, Bobby.
Bobby, you got crab face because you want to eat them crabs.
You want to eat him?
No, I don't want to eat him.
But he can scratch your back, man.
No, No thanks.
And he can pop your pimples too with that little back.
Yeah, you could dig into some of those pimples on the back, man.
No.
Yeah.
I enjoy it too much. I gotta have it all to myself.
True that.
So
All right.
what about Megatron? What's this?
I like the Megatron.
Yeah, this one looks better.
Why does he have an aerial bot on his arm?
Yeah, what is he, Overlord? He's got to have his alt mode fucking as a shield.
Yeah.
Is that the transformation? You just move his arm in front of his face?
No sucking a fucking vape thing.
Stuck in a vape thing. Robert stuck in a vape thing face.
I left my own joke.
Oh, God.
Ooh, that Bumblebee looks pretty spiffy.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the next link with Jetfarr.
Of course, right?
And Hound.
Justin, he's moving along, so let's just...
Oh, it's the same. It's the same.
No,
it's the same story. I'm just looking at a different link.
Fuck lockdown, whatever that is. Move it along.
Oh, they got black. Oh, they got Nemesis Prime coming. I might get that guy. That looks pretty
Are you
good.
at the end of Hasbro?
Damn.
Because we can jump.
Yeah, I think we should.
Matt said that show like he was surprised. Like, oh, there's a Nemesis Prime coming out.
They're making a Nemesis? No. Looks good, though. I like the Nemesis. I'll probably pick that one up.
All right, so you heard it here first. Matt's going to pick that one up as if that's a surprise. Power of the Primes has shown pictures of Dinobots, Optimus Prime, and Micronus, whoever Micronus is.
Cloudburst.
Huh?
It's Cloudburst.
Ah.
It's a Cloudburst shell. That's the only reason I cared to add an extra picture in there. Because I like Cloudburst. He was one of the ones I had when I was a kid.
Right.
I just don't understand that Grimlock, that robot. How does he get so big as a dinosaur?
He gets swole.
I do hope that they end up showing or releasing these Target Masters or whatever they are, the Pretender characters, somewhere soon. Nobody has them up for pre-order, and they're the one thing that I really do want to have.
Look at Grimlock's little tiny toes.
Which one do you want to have, Justin?
The Pretender characters.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There you go, make fun of you, Justin. Don't like it.
No. Justin and I already had that conversation, and
Robert, look at Grimlock's little toes.
Let's look at these one by one. So we're on Grimlock.
He's got little toes.
He does have little ass toes.
I will
we
say,
could get a manicure with those.
With this
Make
Grimlock,
Laura jealous.
Outside of the combiner ports on him, like I think he looks kind of impressive overall. Like, it looks like one of the better looking Hasbro products from what we can see. I'm sure you turn around and he's completely hollow and the illusion is gone.
I actually think that this is the best looking Dinobot, but I think the tail probably looks stupid.
What about the big gap between his chest and his tummy?
Yeah, I don't think that that's perfect either. I'm not saying it's perfect, and I'm not saying I'm buying it. I just think it looks. I think it is the most. Yes, the best looking Dinobot of the set, in my opinion.
Let me see.
But I think the tail still looks absurd. Like the way that they're hiding most of it.
Yeah.
I think it's a telltale sign. So
I mean, Swoop's alt mode's alright.
Hold on. That looks like where the combiner ports are.
You don't think Snarl looks better than
they're on the
Grimlock?
arms.
I mean, Slag? Horns look like fucking dildo probes.
I think that Slag. So I think that all of these fail somehow, right? So I think that Grimlock looks pretty good as Grimlock in the robot mode and pretty good in dinosaur mode. I think that Swoop looks pretty good in dinosaur mode and looks ridiculous in robot mode. I think Snarl looks good in robot mode, looks ridiculous in dinosaur mode. I think Slag looks good in robot mode, and I think I would put him in the same Grimlock category. I don't think that he's perfect, but I think that he's okay.
Look at the horns.
Yeah.
They want to touch you.
Okay. And I think Sludge robot mode looks terrible.
I think they all look fucking awesome for the price point. You know,
Oh my god,
they're not third party fucking prices and shit. So I think for what their price point is, I think they're fucking good.
I'm not.
I didn't say you was. I didn't say you was.
No, I'm just saying
saying.
I get it. I'm just saying as a caveat that I want to make it clear to the listeners in case they were. I'm not comparing.
That's getting defensive.
I'm not getting defensive. I'm just, I get tired of people bitching about, well, it looks like this. Well, because it's fucking a $15 toy.
Matt,
if it
look
was
at his wings.
It was a $50
his wings
toy.
are hollow now.
I don't give a fuck, dude. It's a fucking $15 toy for a fucking kid. What? Y'all act like it's fucking supposed to be fucking $100 toy.
His neck. It looks like someone gutted his neck out.
I would be interested. I would be interested in finding one kid whose parents aren't collectors, whose parents aren't into Transformers, that can name all 5 Dinobots. That I would like to see.
Why would they think to add an extra layer of clear plastic over Sludge's head and neck, but give him hollow wings and a hollow neck? I mean, it's just silly. It's just silly.
Because they cut corners, but
and his legs are see-through. His back legs are see-through.
That's why they're a $15 toy.
Are his back legs really see-through, Matthew?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think Bobby's right. Bobby is right. This one is silly.
I think that, also, if they didn't combine, they probably could look better also. And be a $15 toy still.
Yeah.
The fact that they combine, man, Yule is back in.
I also think they all should be Voyagers and be
I believe that.
$25 toy and maybe get a little bit better out of them.
Isn't that interesting? How Slash looks a lot like Dinobot, the transformation. You see that, Matt?
No, it's a legend, so I mean it's going to be like 2 steps probably.
No, but look at it. Look at Slash.
I'm looking at it.
It looks like Dinobot. Like, look at the chest, tummy. Oh man,
not really.
Wow! Don't make me get defensive, asshole.
I feel like Hasbro usually does some pretty interesting stuff with their legends.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I like these. I can't wait to get them. I'm not going to combine them. I mean, I'll combine them just to see how they look, but they'll stay like they are in Dino mode.
Dino mode?
Mm-hmm.
I think Dino mode is the way to go.
Yeah, my Dinobots are always in Dino mode.
Do you wish that they didn't do the clear plastic?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's excessive because with the toys they were just like on the head, and everything. Now they're like covering the head and covering the legs. That's a little too much.
I'm guessing that's all like just on the sprue. You know what I mean? Like they had to.
Possibility.
Yeah, that would be.
But they could have took that fucking plastic from that and added on to some of these fucking holes too.
They could save half a penny on dye by not using as much solid colored plastic, and they decided.
I mean, that's true. I mean, it's a way to cut corners, but why, like I said, why would you add all that fucking clear plastic when you could fill up, Slug's fucking legs in between?
Who?
Slag.
Yeah.
Well, see those fucking, waffles on his legs? You could have took that clear plastic and, painted it silver and filled that shit up instead of doing the whole fucking clear shit.
Those horns look like some fucking Japanese anime appendages. That's all I gotta say.
That's funny. I went to go pee and came back like 4 minutes later, and he's still talking about the same shit.
You were peeing the whole time.
And with Sludge, that on the toy it just has the top of his head. Now he's got the long neck. You could have took that shit and filled it in the bottom of the neck. And,
I just said that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry. I was trying to.
There's pictures. I actually didn't think there'd be this many discrepancies. Let me find the link for the actual pictures of these things.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I thought you were going.
Oh no, there's actual pictures of the toys.
These aren't real?
Matt, do you think anybody ever asked Sludge why the long face?
I hope so. Every day. Just every day. Come on, guy. Because you got the case of the Mondays.
What was that meme? Get over here, you long neck bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that was a good one.
I'm wondering why Swoop is red in these images.
Yeah, they said he's blue. Wasn't he blue?
But the toy is blue. Yeah, I'm gonna find. I didn't think they were really pertinent to add because we had official.
I bet they do.
Images.
I bet they do a red one for like a convention or something.
I think this is all fake news. They're gonna look even worse than these pictures.
I think that the Optimus is cool conceptually.
Oh, here we go.
Conceptual.
With this Optimus thing, so what is it? It's like you get, I guess the truck part of it just turns to Orion Pax.
And it combines with the trailer to become the robot, kind of like a Power Master Prime mixed with G1, like with the original. I don't think it looks terrible either.
No, me neither.
For what it is.
Kind of interesting.
People were bitching about the hands, like Orion Pax has blue hands and then Optimus has silver hands. I'm like, fucking really? Seriously?
You know what the solution is? Fucking paint it. You know?
Yeah.
Not you, though. Not you, Justin.
What?
So you're going to say become president. Best way to cover up tiny hands.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm guessing that's like, you know, they might have you know, then you have like these 2 blue squares in the trailer. Like, you know, like I get it.
Looks like he's got ball joints in his Optimus feet. That's pretty cool. You can finally
posting a link and
just check
this.
They can't all be face toys.
Have a little side tilt. You and me, man, we keep cutting each other.
I was just gonna say, look at the chat. I'm posting the link. I was just letting you know these are.
Oh yeah, I was saying this was at the show. Yeah.
Yeah,
that looks pretty cool. It's probably as high.
See some stuff that you couldn't see.
It's probably as high as his arms go.
Yeah, you didn't add these. Oh, you got some picture. Well, you got some box pictures and stuff of them. You put them in there. You put the links in there.
Yeah, I like that, Ryan.
Yeah, the second link has the show pictures.
Oh, my bad. Okay, well, never mind.
We'll get there.
I'm sorry. I thought I had.
Oh, they got
opted not
box
to put
images
them in
too. Nice.
Yeah, I thought I opted not to put them in. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, I can't wait for this shit, man.
Why didn't you go? Why didn't you go to Hascon, Matthew? It's kind of fucked up.
I'm trying to find a good.
I don't know. I think you're a poser now.
I'm trying to find a good picture of Grimlock's tail for Bobby Flat Earth Face.
You're a Hasbroser.
Right.
Conspiracy. Yeah, but see, like the swoop is blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's all sorts of little differences. Man, that does look kind of shitty. There's all sorts of little differences. I don't understand.
Ooh.
But I wish they would have definitely been Voyager size.
Ooh, boy. What note are we on?
Let's move on to the next Jeff. We'll go to. Hold on. I got timestamp that one. We are at the Power of the Prime. Power of the Prime. Yeah, Primes. Whatever. It might as well be. Power of the Primes. Diinerbutts Combined mode prototype.
Good grief.
You know, I saw this one when Perfect Effect was like, maybe we can help. Like,
yeah. I saw Greg posted and said savages. That was funny.
So funny.
Look, Matt, before we get into this, I just want to say, don't worry, because the good news is that this Dinobot Combiner can take all the jokes that we have about it, because he's got some broad shoulders. You know what I mean?
And he's got some long ass knees.
Hey, you know what else he has? He has articulated feet using brand new technology that third-party companies have been using for.
Hey, would you say he might have the whole world in his hands?
I think he has the whole world on his shoulders. He might have the weight of the whole world on his shoulders.
Where are we?
At the Dinobot Combiner shoulder.
Yeah, this thing won't be. I don't get the Dinobots, but they're not gonna be.
Dinerbutts.
This combine. Why would you put his long ass neck in front? It looks like he has a peener.
Picture 5483, DSC 05483, where you can see Sludge, like the head hanging off there. Like it almost looks like on the perspective of the picture. No, it looks like the Dinobot basically took the hand and like choked out the Dinobot there. It's just like lifelessly hanging.
Just like it's saying, "Kill me."
Which picture is this?
Kind of looks like
5483.
He kind of looks like he's humping the bigger one's leg, and he's just like really excited about it. He's got his head back.
Let me see, 548.
I can see that too, Greg.
Why would you put the fucking Sludge's head in the front?
This looks like trash to me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The side mode definitely does look like a dick.
The back of it is fucking LOL.
It's kind of like it looks like a little kid like on stilts and stuff, like underneath a big costume.
Look at 5503.
55. I will in 1 second. I just want to say real quick, looking at the back of this looks like a kid took 5 things that weren't supposed to combine and brought it upstairs. Like, look what I made! It's like a fan mode from a child.
Let me ask you, Robert. 5503. Are we talking about what's his name? The Nemesis to Goofy?
Yeah. Do you
like
see the happy
Pete
dinosaur
or something like that?
Where's the happy? Do you see the happy dinosaur?
I do not.
Hey, look at 054. Look at 54.
I want food. Yes.
I see it. I see it.
Yum 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 yum.
Which picture is this?
5503. For anyone actually listening to the show, that'll be the actual picture right now. So.
Yeah, and I'll make this the backdrop as well. 5503. Oh my God! It's like he's got like his mouth wide open. He's like, yeah. It's like Dino Shouldertron. It's like, yeah.
Hippopotamus Tron.
The laugh that Robert just had, I'm pretty sure, is what came out of that mouth.
Yeah, it's like hungry Quados.
Look at, is that Badisky right there on 5499? He's saying kill me.
549.
He's holding the dimes like please kill me. Is that Bob?
I don't know.
Is that one of the?
They were both at the panel that I saw. I watched the panel. They were both there, but I don't know who they are.
That guy looks like Steve Bannon. Jesus, the guy on the right.
He's pointing me like, yeah, look at my new stuff.
That guy needs some.
That is not Bob Budiansky. No.
It's not okay.
It's a
This
Steve
guy needs a
Bannon.
nap and some. Steve Bannon. Holy shit.
He's holding that like, God, please kill me.
Look at 5505. Look at those double jointed elbows, Mac.
Where's the elbow?
It's everywhere.
Wherever you want it to be, Robert.
Yeah.
Hascon.
Yikes. Yikers Island.
Yikers. Oh God, Yikatraz.
Yeah.
Wait, did you say Commander Yiker?
Well, I think we got a good laugh. So.
Oh yeah.
Let's move on to the Hascon 2017 dinner panel reveals. Yep.
Hey, can someone look at my question real quick in the G3? I'm curious. This is something that happened a minute ago. Justin's on it. Justin knows.
Oh, nothing. I just needed it for the next chapter. So.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought...
editing purpose timestamping. So.
Oh, okay. I thought somebody said the no words or something, and I missed it. I thought I was getting old.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Hascon 2017, they had a slideshow apparently while you ate your dinner. Presumably barf bags near the table, so you know you didn't lose.
Did they just do Transformers at this dinner?
No.
Okay.
Not.
I have no clue.
Because that's the only video I saw go live or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, Robert, just a heads up. Like
that's right.
It is kind of funny, but when you do that stuff and don't delete it, it fucks up the document for me next week. It changes the spacing, just so you know. But I do think that Peener is funny. So.
Peener.
So what's the first one we have here is the Moon Racer.
We have Moon Racer, who's carting some huge wheels on her ankles there.
Yeah, the ankles do look fucked up, but the rest of it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, they'll fuck it up somehow.
Yeah.
The second one.
Ripper Snapper.
God damn, like 8 pictures of Moon Racer. Yeah, Ripper Snapper.
I think this looks really good.
It does.
I wish it'd be bigger. I wish they were Voyager size.
Oh yeah, definitely. I wish the same, but I think this looks really good.
Yeah, I mean, and the problem I see with almost all this stuff is like they're shoehorning it into whatever, and then you know it doesn't quite like the size doesn't really work because they're shoehorning it into it has to be that Combiner Wars character size. Like you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Bobby, because things are about to get a lot worse. with the next one. So
Yeah. Hunger does not look as good.
Man, he got some neck muscles.
Are we looking at the front or the back of him in robot mode there? I mean,
apparently, this is a Silverbolt heavy retool.
Really?
Silverbolt skeleton, yeah. So, and apparently they don't want to show the face off. What's really interesting is they hid the face of the Decepticon logo.
Yeah.
They don't want. They're playing their cards close.
Ooh,
to
this
their
is their
chest.
hey, this is their Tarn.
It probably is. The thing that I find particularly striking about this guy is the beast mode or dragon mode, whatever you want to call it. Like, look at the picture on the left, okay? Like, and then look at the little legs on the thing on the right. Like,
look at the big old neck. He has no neck. On
That is funny. That is funny.
Like,
Man.
yeah, look how cool this thing is. It looks nothing like it.
Speaking of things that look like absolute garbage,
This primal.
I was gonna let Justin get there, but I was just
okay. I wasn't sure if we were
check out
skipping.
those ankle rockers.
Yeah. So we're skipping off to primal there.
He doesn't have any, Robert.
that's the next.
Bobby.
Isn't that the next thing?
I ended up getting some like who's the next prime crap going on.
Oh yeah, that's just like filler. Yeah, it's
Okay.
filler to lead up to him.
So we
Bobby,
got
man.
primal.
What's he got? Pipes? Are you sure this isn't pipes?
Yeah, and like honestly, if you really want this character, just go back and get that like Cybertron era primal toy. It looks way better than this.
What's he holding?
Forget the fucking masterpiece. Jesus Christ.
Is that a lead
Where's
pipe?
that too?
Is it a lead pipe?
Why is he holding all that pipe?
Did he kill Colonel Mustard in the?
In the lounge with the candlestick?
The Clue crossover.
Oh, I had to step away. Where are we? I apologize.
We're at
Primal.
Ankle Rockertron.
What number is that?
That is 5434.
So my question with this primal, especially going on to the next pictures, which are like drawing pictures and stuff, are they adding like? Are they adding like armor to like change him?
No.
He's gonna combine to join he's gonna combine with something
Justin,
to-
I can't wait to tell you what it is.
What's deplorable is, okay, an ankle Rockertron. What really fucking bothers me is in the artwork, the motherfucker's feet are planted.
Yeah.
And, like, give me a break. Throw a ball joint in there. How much more money does that cost? The fuck?
His fucking surfboard changes into the
Boards?
No, the robot turns into the surfboard. And that doesn't even go with the fucking primal they're trying to fucking pass off with the full figure.
Wait, what's happening?
He turns into the. Okay, so I don't know how much you know about
the
Optimus
primal Optimus Prime.
The Transmetal 2 had that little board thing.
Yeah.
So the primal figure, the deluxe, turns into what essentially becomes the board.
Oh my god!
For
so that
the
toy
larger
on
figure.
5,434 doesn't actually turn into an ape. He just turns into a surfboard.
From everything I can tell, and everything that I've gathered from reading on the internet.
Wow.
The only way that's okay
stores
is
on
if he
the
ends
back.
up, the only way that's okay is does it come with the primal? I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you have to buy it separately, don't you?
No, it's do you? You might
I think
have
you
to.
have to buy it separately. I think the primal comes by itself, and I think you have to buy the primal or whatever his name is. You have to buy it separate. Optimus. You have to buy that separately, don't you?
Well, look at 5437. He's just hanging off the fucking back of the Optimus.
That's
let me go back.
pretty terrible.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I agree with you.
I mean, do y'all put anything past fucking Hasbro? Not really.
God damn, Matt.
I think the
Not
drawings.
when it comes to greatness.
I think the drawings, or as Robert would say, the drawings on 55 and 56.
I can agree with that. All right.
Wait. 55 and 56.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah.
Did you draw these?
Wait, Bobby. Are you the Bobby Skullface from Shattercast Uncut?
Oh, that was awesome. Shout out to that guy. I'm sorry, Wes.
Yeah. I just met the guy in another thread a little earlier. He was on. He was in a TFW thread, and then there was a simultaneous alert on TFW and Facebook about a comment in a similar thread, and I was like, "Are you blah 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 on TFW?" He's like, "Yeah, I am," and I was like, "Ah, I knew it."
Did y'all have a little tussle?
Why would we have a tussle?
I don't know. I just thought you might have a tussle.
Me and you were the only ones to argue.
That was still a Facebook back and forth we had where he was like, "Oh, is Quake Blast the same as what do you call it, the Giga Power?" And he showed the artwork, and I was like, "Didn't Bobby Skullface do that artwork?"
Well, yeah, that was a different original poster, but yeah, that's pretty funny.
And then he was like, "No, I asked Bobby. No, Bobby said he did not. That he only did Moss Toy."
Do you think he talks like that?
And I was like, "Really? What? Yeah. You sure? How do you know?" And he's like, "Yeah, he told me." I'm like, I was like, "You spoke to him?" And he's like,
"You spoke to him."
Yeah, I messaged him. You could see the interaction right there. It was very funny.
For the record, none of the interactions indicated any of those speech patterns or accents or
mine were
or situation in general. He was like, "Oh, it's on his Q&A," which Bobby Bigface has a fucking has a Q&A now.
I was like, I don't see a Q, and all I see is tomorrow, as promised. Tomorrow, as promised. Tomorrow, as promised.
That shit was funny to me, though.
Yeah, I mean,
and then you can actually, if you go to Bobby Skullface's page, he'll interact on Facebook. So I strongly encourage everyone to get in there. He will comment. He has to.
Get in there.
I thought it was funny because there was absolutely no malice involved whatsoever, but I don't know now. I don't know now. I think Robert might be interjecting his own brand
malicious.
of nonsense.
Robert just messes with everybody.
Stop being defensive.
He's like me, circa 2013.
The gray models. Let's move on to the gray models because this is the surfboard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Surfboard.
And I guess, and that's the shit hanging
Hasbro.
I don't know. Well, standalone, I guess it's a rocket ship, and then he can ride it like a surfboard. But this isn't the Optimus that rode a board.
Oh.
Yeah, this is all sorts of a fucking mess. This makes Baby Beast Wars cry.
Boo!
Alrighty. Well, let's move on to some statue news then, shall we?
Yeah.
Fucking Starscream is fucking beautiful.
All right, Matt, take it away.
If I could afford this shit, man.
What are we even talking about, Matt? What are
we are talking about XM Studios. Premiere's got a Starscream and Optimus. Premium. And it's got a Starscream that looks fucking beautiful. And then Optimus Prime looks pretty good, too. But I wish I could afford something like this. I would definitely. That'd be a centerpiece right there.
You can. I'm letting you know that you can. It's just a big commitment, and it's like because you can get this shit through Sideshow and pay the monthly fee, which is not terrible, But it's every month. It's like having like a bullshit car note is what it's like.
I paid my car off this month actually.
So there you go.
So you got that money.
You can do it.
How much is this thing?
Let me see if they even have it available.
$43,000.
Exactly.
Now, did you say this was a centerpiece or a centerpiece?
Centerpiece.
Oh, then maybe you can't afford it.
Probably not. I would love to. Hey, Robert, this thing looks ugly. Will you get it?
Oh, maybe it doesn't. It doesn't carry. Sideshow doesn't carry him.
That was funny,
man.
Really?
I thought it did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see if. Let me
see. Hey, Lotus Stark, why don't you get this for me?
Yeah, I hear a certain little boy has a birthday coming up.
A certain little boy has a birthday coming up. Actually, I do. Yes. Oh my God, this thing is fucking beautiful. What the?
I already got you something too, Matt.
No, I don't want anything from you, man.
Oh well, fuck you then, you little
bitch.
Okay.
That's what I wanted.
From Robert, it's okay, but from you, Greg, Fuck that.
No, Robert usually gives me. He's good on some of the gifts. So some of the shit is just ridiculous.
No, that looks like they don't do the monthly payment. That sucks.
Damn it. How much is this though?
I haven't seen the Starscream. The Optimus is $2,000.
Oh fuck.
It's 800 down, and then it takes. But it's SGD.
What, solid gold?
Oh, that's Singapore dollars.
That's Singapore dollars. So.
Oh, what? It's 2,000 SGD.
Yeah. Well,
I'm on my site already.
It's $1,979.
All right, close enough. Close enough for government work. Oh, that's fine. This thing's only $14.80 and 6 cents.
What's 800 Singapore dollars?
What, 600 probably?
What's your rent?
What's your rent? Hey, what's that? Is there a ninja back there behind Starscream?
$592.02.
All right, so you got to put 600 down, Matt.
Man, I could sell my 2008 BotCon set and pay for the damn thing.
You should.
Yeah, I think this would be a lot nicer than.
Fuck yes.
This thing was awesome.
I may do it.
This makes me wish I went to real college.
Dude, does that BotCon set even have a Starscream? That BotCon set doesn't even have Starscream in it, does it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Well, it's a Jetfarr, but it's a shattered glass.
Well, then it's a shattered glass Jetfarr. That's not a Starscream.
Well, it's a Starscream. It's shattered glass Starscream. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. But it's. I don't know.
I mean, this is a beautiful thing. I feel like, I don't know.
How big is it?
Same thing your girl said.
True.
I feel like I don't know, Matt. I feel like you would. It's hard for me to say because I don't really know where you get your enjoyment from. So it's me making a judgment that I don't really know. But I feel like if you had this in a nice case somewhere, you would really enjoy it. Maybe more so than your 2008 BotCon set.
And while you're speaking on cases, I'm actually going to IKEA this weekend. I'm going to be picking up me some Detolfs.
This might be too big for a Detolf. I'm not entirely sure, but it'll look pretty on top.
What you need to do is put this thing on the coffee table. Belisa will come home. She'll tell you to move it, and you tell her no, because you're a big boy now. You just made your first big boy purchase, and it's sitting on the coffee table. Then what's she going to say?
Man, just looking at this shit. Oh, it's 1/10 scale. The Optimus is 1/10 scale. Ooh. Just looking at like their site. What I'm amazed by is it looks like they have two types of products on their site. Products that are not available for pre-order yet, and products that are sold out, and that's it.
Wow.
Man, they should have two categories: one separation and one divorce. Yeah, like how fucking.
So they don't have the Starscream up yet?
I don't see it. No. I'm gonna check here 1 second. Filtering. Ooh. No, they just had the Optimus Prime up so far.
I gotta take a Greg for mercy. I'll be back in a second. Gotta pee. In other words.
So
that's kind of disrespectful.
That is true. I would slap him in his mouth. Yeah, I could sell my BotCon set and get this. I may do that. I don't know. It looks fucking beautiful.
I'm gonna message Belisa number 2 and ask her to do it.
She looks awesome. This is a big boy statue right here. Like this is a.
Yeah. We'll see. I'll have to keep up with the website and see when it goes on pre-order.
And you can probably get some nice views on the review, Mac.
Yay!
Oh my god!
That's what I do this for.
You won't have too much competition. I can assure you of that.
True, probably.
God damn, he's got the Nars and the Megatron.
Mm-hmm.
That Prime looks fucking awesome too, though.
It does.
What is that he's standing on?
It's like a hand or something.
That's just a generic hand.
Well,
for a second, I thought it was a Grimlock, and I was gonna be like, oh shit.
Yeah, it looks like a generic. Is it 2 fingers or?
Yeah, just some stuff.
That fucking Darth Maul in the background of 005.
Is that what that is?
Speaking my name.
Yeah.
Darth Vader too.
Yeah, but I can't. I don't have it.
That's some big boy stuff right there.
Yeah, that's too big for me. But I want to do something nice eventually, but I'm not there yet.
009.
Which picture?
Oh, sorry.
Which picture is 005? I see the Darth Maul.
Starscream aiming the barrel down at the camera.
Yeah.
Down or forward?
Just down. Put it down.
Toward the camera lens.
I got it. Yeah, for some reason this one doesn't have the numbers. Oh, look at that Darth Maul in the background.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Man.
What's that on 009? Is that a ninja back there? Is that Noom Sabat?
Where at? Oh, yeah, that does. I don't know what that is.
It looks like a ninja. Mortal Kombat ninja, maybe?
I don't think so, but it does. I see what you're saying, but I don't think that's what it is.
Which one's yours? Oh, I see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a Mortal Kombat biz. That looks like Scorpion because he's got a spear in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that is? Oh.
It might be the Green Ranger. I don't know.
Yeah. Hoping for the Green Ranger. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, I'm done. I can't. I may. I don't know. I may sell that BotCon. I'd have to sell the whole set. And I could buy that Starscream somewhere sometime down the road.
It's a pretty bitch. It's a pretty bitch.
I don't think my place is nice enough. I think I'd have to sell the house just to
buy a new house.
Yeah, get a nice house.
Nice marble floors.
Exactly.
Collins and shit.
His own bathroom.
There's a part of me that's surprised that Justin has never gone in on something like this. This seems like a Justin thing to me for some reason.
Well, you would be wrong.
No, I know I am. It just seems like it suits. It seems like it suits you.
Really?
It does.
Hey, Richie, Rich.
Sophisticated?
Sophisticated. I think so. I think that's the perfect word choice, Matt.
Well, thank you.
Oh, look at that Namor behind 007.
Zerzer.
Don't be telling me about no Namors.
There's a Namor back there, man.
That's too much man for the basement.
Yep.
Mm.
All right.
007. Where's that Namor?
The left, top left. He's throwing a spear.
Oh, my 007's probably not what you were looking at. Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry. It just shows a front shot of Starscream, and then it's got a Namor in the back left. Anyways.
Oh, I see that. Ooh. Yeah. Man,
all right.
God damn, this thing looks fucking good.
I think we're done here with the news. And we're back with Robert's Echo.
I'm here.
Yep, but you're
We
still
know.
echoing.
You're actually here twice.
Oh.
Making up for lost time.
Oh.
Alrighty, well, on to the listener questions, and of course we have MP Collector's question, and after this I'll stop reading the questions, but let's go for it. Dear Shattercast crew, as Cesium gets ready to ship, I would love to hear if the SCU guys have any deep thoughts about this Perfect Fusion organization. Do you view it as a spin-off of Fans Toys, or something that stands on its own? At some point, many moons ago, we saw a teaser that suggested we were going to get a Cyclonus from Fans Toys. Fast forward to today, and it looks like that same Cyclonus will now be released under the Perfect Fusion brand. Do you think that there are any implications of getting a figure from one company over the other? Finally, I would be curious to know if any of you are worried about snapping if Perfect Fusion continues to rework previous Fans Toys releases. Sincerely, MP Collector.
I have the answer to this question. If you want me to go first, or if you want me to go last.
Go for it.
So Perfect Fusion is apparently a separate agreement that, say it,
Fans Toys
has with an independent designer. So that's why the Perfect Fusion, and they decided to keep business separate for some reason. I don't know why, but that's so the guy that designed Cesium is the same guy that designed the whatever they're calling their Cyclonus.
Beryllium?
That's my understanding of the situation from the thread on TFO.
You pop.
Wasn't there something
Right,
going
that
around
made
too
my
about like this was their like quote unquote economy line or whatever?
It's only
Yeah,
$100, right?
but this thing weighs more than Scoria.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's
Now, if Sixon asked about the materials, do you think is it going to be
Tony
different?
Chai
materials?
Mung Mung weighed them out, and cesium actually weighs more. It's still got all the die-cast and shit. So kind of wait until somebody actually has them in hand. There's a couple of like Chinese like text reviews, but I don't know. Like
So
one said
why
the
make
plastic was like swirly looking, and there were sprue marks and shit like that. But we won't know until.
Well, why do the cesium? Why do that? Why redo it? You know, if you already have Scoria out, why would they do another one of this?
I think because people complained about Scoria.
If you look at the pictures of this and Scoria side by side, it kind of answers your question.
Okay, I was wondering.
You know, though, seeing the pictures of that and Scoria side by side, though, it bothers me because this is not like the scale looks completely off to me. Like as soon as I saw the pictures, I was like, I don't know if I really want this anymore because it's too big standing next to Grimlock, in my opinion. And yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
That I've seen that before, but then the pictures where people have put them like side by side, like all 5 of them, like it's perfect.
You have to send me a link. And the colors and chrome and stuff was like different, wasn't it?
Not sure. I didn't pick up on that.
The original colors of the Slag or Scoria were different.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. That is true. I know that is 100% true.
I would hope that they would be trying to match them the best they can with this one, but you know they haven't been great about that. So it's anybody's
Are they doing all 5 Dinobots, or are they just doing him?
Just the one so far.
Just one. Okay.
Yeah, because in G1 they were all the same size, and I think it's like that Shockwave situation where people like imagine Grimlock to be bigger or imagine one to be bigger than the other, but they were all, I mean, literally like head to head. Hold on, let me see if I can find. I'll put that picture in the chat. I just have to find it. Sorry.
Well, I'm in on cesium. I didn't think I was in on him, and then I saw the pictures. I saw his size, and I had a moment of weakness, and I got him on the way. He's already shipped.
What are you gonna do with Scoria?
He's going in a bin, man. I started binning.
Sell it to me for $20.
No, it's got sentimental value. It's my first third-party piece.
Send 10 of them to Matt.
It's my first third-party piece, so it's gonna just get stored. It's not gonna get thrown away. He'll be respectfully laid to rest for a while. I put a lot of figures in
this week, Greg. Ask him this week. He'll be out.
But the cesium I couldn't believe it. It's $100. It looks great. It's bigger. Big peener. So I had a moment of weakness, so I went in on it. Bobby's getting them because he's got 2 shelves of Dinobots. One from one for Batman. Hey, Bobby, you gonna get the G1 Grimlock head for your grinder?
No.
Not necessary, Robert.
That's a negative.
Because he's in robot mode, so the Dino head is irrelevant.
Is that how he talks?
Am I right?
This isn't the picture I was thinking about, Justin.
Crab eater. All right, get out of here. Jesus Christ, fucking kids. Oh, God, I gotta mute.
This isn't the picture, but this is one I found. And then there was one of them all facing the same direction, too.
Oh. Well, that looks pretty.
That does look better.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, so is it worth getting?
Chucky's page.
Is it worth getting if you're just gonna leave them in Dino mode? No, because I don't put my Dinobots in robot mode. I never saw the point of doing that. But
well, see that they're like one of the few that I do see the point in doing that because they like up until season 3 they spent a lot of time in both modes.
Okay.
Like. They definitely had a personality in both. Like Grimlock, especially.
Not the movie.
Yeah, the movie was pretty much the beginning of season 3.
That's racist. Here we go.
So defensive.
I thought. Okay, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I can see they were in robot mode a lot. I guess in season 1.
especially like in the first, like their first couple episodes. I mean, like when, they squared up Grimlock and Optimus, like, they shook hands and all sorts of shit. Like,
yeah, but I just see. That's just me. I just see Dinobots as
no, definitely. I see, but like the Predacons, right? Like the Predacons are another set that I feel like we're in animal mode more than robot mode. Right. But like that's an easier decision for me to keep those in animal mode than it is for the Dinobots, because the Dinobots did spend a lot of time in robot mode as well, and like I don't know, there's something about them in robot mode that.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying. I'm saying would it be worth to get Cesium?
I think that really
if you left him in.
I think Caesarian. That really depends on you. I think that they look. I think that Scoria. I have Scoria as my dinosaur. And it looks great. I don't have any issues with him whatsoever. So if I only had one set and I had all 5, I'd probably just keep what I got personally.
So when you make Dino Nuggets, do you have make 2 sets? And one is eaten and one is not eaten?
One set I bite certain parts off until it looks like a little human form.
You know you do.
No, I actually, in all seriousness, I haven't made Dino Nuggets in a long time. Like the kids stopped eating them, I think, I don't know if it started grossing them out or whatever, and I totally get that. So as soon as they were like, we're not feeling these anymore, that was it.
Dino Toys.
Yeah, Dino Nuggets.
I want the Dino Nuggets when they come up.
I forgot to feed the kids the salad she made. I'm in the fucking doghouse now.
What?
If Kit's not feeling spaghetti and meatballs for dinner, I might make some nuggets. I still have a few nuggets left.
Nice.
Yeah. Is it my spaghetti?
Yeah, it'd be my spaghetti.
I think we've answered that one. Do you want me to read the next one, Justin?
Go for it.
Oh, now you lost control.
Said, thank you for reading my question in last week's podcast. I will try not to write you guys a novel this time around. Speaking of novels, have you or Robert D. ever considered publishing your text messages as a book or a blog like the one with the guy posting his text messages from his dog? We haven't, but
Bobby stopped talking about my texts.
You stopped texting me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You're completely incorrect, sir.
I'll read some tonight. As for Transformers questions, do you think that Hasbro or Takara will ever make masterpiece figures based on the IDW character designs, or at the very least release G1 MP figure with accessories from the IDW comics? I think my thoughts is that no, like you might see a Prime, or but overall, no. Yeah, maybe.
I think Hot Rod, because he's a popular character right now, so I think they would do a Hot Rod, definitely.
Yeah, but I don't know if they give a fuck about popular characters.
Well, it's Takara. It's Takara though. They love Autobots.
They've got 6 movies to go through.
They don't have IDW in Japan, so they wouldn't have. They wouldn't do masterpiece figures of them. I mean, they've got. That's just it's a technicality. They wouldn't.
Okay.
They've got 6 now. They're gonna have 6 movie waves that they can make MPs out of, and never touching the comics. I don't know why they have such disdain for the comics. I don't get it.
Because they don't have the comics in Japan.
They don't sell IDW comics in Japan.
No, they don't have IDW in Japan apparently.
That's
they won't
crazy.
sell comics in Japan.
Shut up, Robert.
Yeah, Robert. Seriously, I feel like sometimes you're just trying to sabotage the show.
Yeah, you're just trying to reach for something.
They don't have manga.
Well, IDW is not a manga, so they have Ghost in the Shell and fucking that bullshit over there.
Death Note,
tentacle porn.
But I find that that's very strange to me. Especially with shit like Cosmicology and IDW has a phone app and everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's distributed over there. So while they can get it, you can read it over there. Just like I can watch tentacle porn. It's not like it's a cultural thing.
Okay, hold on though. Just because it's not made there,
he's saying he's not saying it's not made there. He's saying it's not distributed.
To assume.
He's saying it's not distributed.
But okay, Make Toys isn't distributed here other than through e-tailers. We think they don't have collectors out there. You think
Make Toys is distributed here through e-tailers? Yeah. That's what Greg's saying. I don't disbelieve that, but I don't know that to be true either. Like,
I mean, I understand if comics are not translated into Japanese, I get it, but I would be. I mean, I guess that's why, because very little, in Japan, English isn't very common. It's not like something that you have to speak English.
So
they're very xenophobic.
Yeah, but
so I can understand unless the comics are. What I'm saying is Japanese collectors, would they collect the comics? I guess they don't really, unless they speak English and can read the English comics.
At the same time, like, English isn't really common in China either. But like Joe said, he grew up watching movies he didn't understand. Like, they would go to the movie theater, the whole family, and sit down and watch a movie, and it would be in English, and nobody knew what the fuck they were talking about, but they would just enjoy the movie.
So,
Wouldn't
from
have
what
been
I'm
Suicide Squad.
reading, it's not licensed over there for distribution. All Hail Megatron was translated and distributed in a limited fashion, and as far as the comics, like free read sites, piracy apparently is a bigger deal in Japan, where people just don't do it, than in America. I don't know about Comixology and all of that, but so yeah, apparently, like, All Hail Megatron made it over just because it was a standalone thing. But other stuff apparently did not.
That's interesting. I guess I could still see him doing an Optimus, just because it's fucking Optimus, but that's the only one I could really see him doing.
What about a Rumble?
Yeah, because I'm like looking at this TFW thread. There's people that live in Japan, and they're like, "Yeah, we don't have it. Can't find it."
Have they ever heard of the fucking interwebs? I don't get it. I mean, what, I can buy shit from China? They can't buy shit from not in Japan? That doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. They might have access to the IDW app, but I don't know. Like, not every app is on every and that shit does change from location to location. Like, it's possible.
And they probably can order comic books, buy them from America or whatever, but if it's not a licensed distributed property there, Takara's not going to make it for their market. Like, that's the thing. Like, they're like, I bet a bunch of people are fucking illegally downloading this, let's make a toy line. Like, that's not how it works. Like, if it's not a fucking branded thing, like, there's not an American company making. I don't do anime and manga and all that, so I don't know like what's like some super specific Japanese obscure thing. But you don't see fucking Mattel being like, oh shit, I'm gonna make fucking Hami Tentacle Girl toys.
Yeah, but if I wanted
pirate it.
Yeah, but if I was into anime and I wanted to collect the famous Tentacle Fucker comic, I would just go online and buy it.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean Takara is going to make the toys for it. That's my point. Like, so you could just go online and buy it and import it at some high cost, but that doesn't mean a domestic company is going to make it.
You should make it.
You should.
Greg, can you stop being defensive, please?
Oh my God.
Robert, why do you get so defensive that they're not buying these fucking comics?
I'm not being defensive.
Oh, you're being defensive. You're catching feelings because they're not reading your damn comics.
I'm not catching feelings.
Okay. Nobody catches feelings, just nobody else but just Robert. He never catches feelings.
Robert's just Robert's just roided up.
You're just roid!
That Iron Factory is not going to finish his fucking Legends IDWs or whoever that was. Yeah. Whoever made those Lambos.
I like the X9 aesthetic more than the Iron Factory aesthetic.
Oh, shut up.
Nobody asked you, fucker.
Hey, read the rest of the question, I guess.
I apologize if this is a silly question, but would you guys consider buying third-party figures if they were unpainted model kits like Gundam model kits?
Robert would.
It would depend. Like,
depends.
I bought some of those Bandai Star Wars kits. Some of them work just fine without paint, and some of them don't look great without. So,
would you buy knockoff Gundams?
No, I wouldn't buy legit Gundams.
Bandai.
Would you download? Would you download a bear?
A bear?
Yeah.
A penguin?
Maybe.
Would you download a car?
What?
Why would you download a movie?
Right.
See, now see, he's asking a question that's kind of answered already because Transformissions, Generation Toys, fucking Warbotron, they did Gundam build unpainted kits,
That's true.
and they're kind of fails on quality. So, I like collecting Optimus Primes. I like collecting Legends Optimus Primes, and the only regret I have on bailing in the 11th hour on my Transformissions Menasor is not completing the Optimus Prime build kit, but the fact that it's Transformissions, Warbotron, Generation Toy, I have no regrets because they're made like shit.
Yeah, so that's not really indicative of build kits in general. That's indicative of Warbotron, Generation Toy, Transformissions.
Say indicative again.
I know.
Levels
made
of giving a fuck.
Look, I would like it. I enjoy building kits. Bobby enjoyed building kits. Greg liked building kits. Matt liked building that one thing.
I still like building kits.
Yeah, I would like it. And, and then I can send
What
it to
about Justin?
Justin to customize and fuck up.
I don't know. I think something with the complexity of a Transformer, like, I don't know if anyone's ever messed with the Gundam Unicorn kit, but, like, that thing's a freaking nightmare for transforming.
It's
And,
garbage.
Yeah, like, I don't want that for a Transformer. If I have to, if it's a statue or an action figure like a Gundam is, fine. Like, if you're sending me kits to build Action Masters, that's one thing. But, like, kits to build transforming toys just don't work very well.
No. In all fairness, the design, the engineering of the Generation Toys, Warbotron, fucking Transformissions, I assume, the kits, they're good and they're complicated. It's just the materials. They used kind of shitty materials in places where they shouldn't have.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. That's the same thing with the Gundam Unicorn. Is like, the design's not necessarily superb, but it does what it's supposed to. But like, because of the materials that come with the build kit, like, it really can't stand transformations without things breaking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're building it though. They're building it. They're making sprues that somebody's assembling. So it's kind of just passing it along and saying, "Here you go, you do it, enjoy it." Someone's building this off of sprue trees.
Also, if that's the type of thing that you also want, there was a whole line of KOs that you had to pretty well build yourself, and those kind of show the problem where it stands. That, like, a lot of them, like, the tolerances didn't end up right. So, I mean, that could be just side effect of them being from a KO company, but, I mean, I feel like anytime you're just casting all your parts on a sprue, that is going to be a problem. And then you're also going to have the people who just have absolutely no know-how to put together a toy like that, and, like, you're limiting your market. And I mean, how many times do you think someone's going to be like, "Oh, this sprue was messed up. It wasn't that I cut it wrong and it's all effed up now."
This build kit sucks. It's covered in flash.
Yeah.
Laughing at your own jokes.
Let me see if we have any text from Robert.
P.S. Because Matt wanted to see dick pics. According to the podcast, here are some more. I also have a small penis, so there. Sincerely, Crimson, Dick Pic Striker. Thank you for the questions, man.
And the dick pics.
Yeah,
I'll scroll up and read some of these. Okay. Oh no, this stuff was good. This stuff was good. Okay. All right. Some of this stuff is good. I'm sorry, Robert. You're right. I said I'm sorry. You're right. Some of this stuff was good.
Wow. Did you just say I was right?
Wowzer.
You
have to go back to New Week 2016.
I know that's what I have to do. All right, I'm just going to start here with this Suicide Squad stuff.
Okay.
Okay, finally saw Suicide Squad. Just terrible. Terrible. Awful. Boo. What garbage. Trash. Crap. And I said, yep, pretty bad. And he said, that last scene with Will Smith shooting the bomb, the worst. He's slow-mo, Bullet is slow-mo, bomb is slow-mo, everyone else watching in normal speed, and the back and forth of him shooting. That shit was just like the scene from Monty Python Holy Grail, and the knight is just running to the camera. LOL, LOL. I hate that they made Joker and Harley a love story. I said, me too. He said, I'm no expert, but that didn't come off as the Joker. He was just a moron. A moron who could explode in a helicopter and then magically not be dead much later. I said, I don't think he was a moron. And then you said, with his stupid fucking grill. And I said, yeah, that is stupid. And he said, making out in a vat of paint. And I said, LOL. He said, and why Deadshot can't just shoot Waller and Colonel Cracker when he was there in the same room? Just pathetic. I haven't seen it in a while. The collar? And he said, no collar, stupid cell phone app. And I said, LOL. I know what you mean. And I said, you know what I mean. He said, the best is how Enchantress and her brother are basically indestructible, but their Achilles heel is a small demo charge. I said, LOL. He said, Diablo can basically melt the shit out of his heart, and he's fine, but light an MA under his feet and dude is toast.
Did you say M8?
M80.
Oh, M80.
I said, yeah. He said, man, Batman Forever was better. I said, nah. And he said, George Lucas would have been an improvement. And I said, he's an improvement to most things. And then Robert said, Misa agree. And then he said, like, if that Jedi was taken in Batman and simply said, you know what, slavery is evil, I'm taking you and your mom, fuck that scumbag fly, then Anakin would never have turned. Hey, how does Obi-Wan have the high ground if Anakin is flipping over his head? I said, okay, Gary. He said, you're mean. You're one cup into a box of cab, aren't you? And I said, no, I'm at work. He said, what you doing? And I said, I'm eating. And he said, what are you eating? I said, turkey tacos. He said, tacos? Like luncheon meat slices? That's nasty. And I said, ground turkey. He said, turkeys can't fly. They're all ground turkey.
I knew Bobby would chuckle at that one.
I said, shaking my head. And he said, you paid extra for ground turkey, you fool. And I said, I'm Bobby's Phelps face now. And then he sent me a picture of some steaks. And then I sent him a picture of me and the guys at work eating turkey tacos. And there's a picture of, it's just a picture of the taco meat. And you can see one buddy of mine, his head, you can see a part of his head, and he's got an ear, like, he's got a big ear, right? And
Just one big ear? Or?
No, he's got two of them. I'd never really noticed them before, to be honest. Like, they sit close to his head. And Robert
they sit low, close to his neck.
And Robert said, looks like a bowl of chili to me, Bobby Liarface. You're so svelte, you're doing it on one foot and shit. Your buddy there got a big left ear, low hanging ear. And I said, I just told him you said that. He said, dude's got an ear basically on his neck. If he grew a beard, it would affect his hearing. I said, laughing my ass off. He said, that guy gets an earache and a sore throat all at the same time.
Hey, just to be fair to Robert, when you said turkey tacos, I did picture you with one of those multi-packs. Remember when we were kids? Those cold cut packs they had that were lit up, and they were just the same thing but just a different color. And you're like, oh, this one's the shell, this one's the meat, this one's the topping. Oh, this one's dark, it's salsa, and you're just eating lunch meat.
Get a Lunchable for dinner.
I said, you're killing me. He said, nah, he's lucky. When it's cold outside, he doesn't need earmuffs and a turtleneck. He can just wear the turtleneck. And I said, the earache one is going to be tough to beat. And then Robert said, I'm just picturing him in a hat, pushing his ears down and out and shit. And he said, does he have to? He said when he drives, does he have to roll the window down to look left? And then I don't want to talk about that. And then,
to be fair, Bobby could be a football player.
And he said, hey Bobby, have you reviewed Moss Toy Skiff? And he sends me a video of Moss Toy Skiff. And he said, did you get one yet? And I said, yeah. He said, you going to review it? Just the box art? Give it a glowing review? And I said, no.
No, you went LOL, nah.
And he said, why are you being so quiet? You mad at me? And I said, no, just don't have much to offer on this shit. And he said, "You sure?" And I just said, "LOL." And let's see here. He said, and then he said, and then last week he was like, last week he really thought I was upset with him. Which
No. You thought I thought you were upset, so I kept it up.
Okay, I never thought I was never upset with it. He said, "I apologize if I went too far tonight with the jab." I fuck around with those I love the most. And I said, "Not in the least. I don't sweat shit like that, man." And he said, "It's okay, Bobby. You can be honest with me. It's okay." And I said, "Seriously?" And he said, "It's all right. Relax. Don't get emotional. Shh."
Oh, did you put your finger over his lips?
So I didn't respond to that. So then later on in the day, he says, "Are you still mad?"
That was the next day.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
And the next day he said, "Are you still mad?" In the evening, 5:21 p.m. And I said, "I was never mad to begin with." And he said, and then he said, "I'm just fucking with you. I'm bored." And I said, "Good." And he said, "Procrastinating. I had a Billy case delivered to my front desk. I have to haul it into my office and then go to the gym. Then bring it home tomorrow, I guess." I like the black-brown finish, so to speak. And then I said, I need to update some furniture as well. I need to get these detoffs off the floor, which is like my new fucking obsession.
The rest is boring.
Yeah, and the rest is boring.
There's a dude online that makes faction symbol risers for those. You might want to look them up. They're lit up and everything if you want them to be.
Yeah, well, I just I want to have like the extra shelf space too at the bottom, you know.
No.
For detoffs?
Yeah.
He's actually a neighbor in my neighborhood.
Oh,
really?
nice. Yeah, nice.
Nice.
Is he the one that can run them with batteries or a power cord?
I believe so.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, those are super fucking cool.
Yeah.
I just can't remember. I can never remember his name. So that's awesome that you actually know the guy.
Yeah, I was completely surprised when I went. He had something like on like the local Facebook group, and my wife's like, "Go pick it up." I'm like, "Okay," and then I was like, saw him carving like the Autobot logos into the DTOF risers.
Nice.
And yeah, we got on a whole conversation about third party and stuff. So pretty cool.
So, real quick, just the last bit of nonsense. Today at 5:53, we're going to record the show tentatively in an hour from then. He says, "Bubby," and I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "Hi." I didn't respond to that, so he sent me another one. "How are you?" And I said, "Well, yourself?" And he said, "Tired. Thanks for asking." And that's it.
You never say yes, sir, when I send you a message. You're just like, "Yo."
Yeah, well, the yes, sir is.
It's snotty. He's being snotty.
This particular yes, sir is definitely being snotty.
Bobby Snotty Face.
This is Bubby. Yes.
We got yes, sir. We got yes, master. And I get a yo.
Matt calls Bobby Master. Yes,
yo
master.
is like my quick what's up. Like such and such. Yo. You know, hey Bobby. Yo. Just real quick. Just what's going on? Tell me what can I do for you? Put it up. Like that's my go-to usually for most folks.
Like a modern rapper.
Oh, so I get the go-to for most folks, and then everyone else gets something special. That's actually really shitty.
Yes, sir is definitely not. Well, it depends. Sometimes yes, sir is special. Like every night, if it was somebody that was like, hey man, first time reaching out to you, I would love to ask you a question if that'd be okay. I'd be like, yes, sir. Like, but this with Robert is fucking Bubba, and the response is, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Come on.
You're lucky to get the ellipses out of me at the next response, man.
Come on with it. Come on with it.
You should write greeting cards, Bobby. Hallmark face.
Yeah. All right. That's it.
That was just from last week. Bobby Ignore Face just hasn't been talking about my text to him.
I know. I keep forgetting. I can't remember it all, Robert. I can't remember it all.
Busy thinking about that tub and all the artwork you got to do.
Real quick, we still have the shirts available. If you'd like to pre-order your shirt for TFCon, just let us know, and we will
get that shit in.
But you're not gonna get a free prize.
just email us at the email. It'll be in the description of this video. Email us. Tell me your size. Tell me your sign. You know, tell me your astrological sign.
If you're wearing an SCU shirt at the bar, I'm buying you a drink.
You heard it. You're wearing an SCU shirt at the bar. Robert is buying you a drink.
Yeah, just Robert, not all of us.
And knowing the prices of drinks at the Hyatt, you might be better off buying a shirt instead of the drink.
So yeah, you know,
I'm not gonna go to the bar. I'm just kidding. You got all these motherfuckers running around in shirts. Where's Robert? Where's Robert?
You know who Robert is? Robert. Somebody go get Robert. I think he's in the room getting a massage.
Robert's getting a massage. Yeah.
I feel like there's a way to scam this one. So just say I'm showing up carrying a bar and the shirt, just so Robert has no choice to see it.
Yeah. I'll definitely have him buy me a glass of wine.
I'm gonna get you wrecked.
I usually get myself wrecked.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make you drink tequila or something.
No.
Yeah, see?
Bobby tequila face.
If you do, your best bet is Sunday afternoon.
What?
That's your best bet to get me wrecked. Is Sunday afternoon.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be Bobby sombrero face.
Sunday afternoon delight.
Yeah, that'll do it. Buy a shirt, subscribe, like, thoughts and prayers, likes and shares. Be positive.
We have panties available.
Oh yeah. If you want Shattercast panties, I think we can make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert will wear them for a week.
Just let us know your size, and we can get that done as well.
Yeah, Robert will wear them a week in advance or pre-sniff them.
He's just gonna tie them around his neck for a week.
His collar.
No, I'm gonna wear all the stock, and you have to buy the TFCon. And I'll wear a robe, and I'm like, "You want a pair of panties? All right." And I'll just pull one off, and
If you want a T-shirt, you get it from Bobby Skullface. If you want panties, you get it from Robbie Panty Neck.
Robert Elastic Neck. Every one of Robert's T-shirts, the collar looks like a rubber band.
I'm wearing a relatively new red pocket tee right now. And the maniac that is presently banging on the outside of my office door screaming at me, she came in here before and I muted. And she was like, I was like, honey, I'm doing a show. And she's like, I love you. So I'm like, oh, all right. So what does she do? I pick her up. I try to put her down. Double grip on the neck shirt. Double on the neck of the shirt. Double grip. Won't let me put her down. I stand her up anyway. She's got this shit pulled a foot away from my neck. And the only thing I think of is, God damn it, Bobby's gonna think that I just wreck all my necks.
Yeah, you definitely are making the story up.
Damn it.
Damn, wreck it, Rob.
Wreck it, Rob.
That's Neckbot.
That's a good nickname, Wreck it, Rob.
Hey, at least you just pulled your shirt out. My new baby fucking peed all over me and shit on me last night twice.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, folks.
Shardouts to Collectible Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerve Rage Radio, Eggwigs,
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, and Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third-party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only and sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck up, Jim!